hello beautiful, it's me again, and I have my cappuccino, and I'm pretty good. I'm only putting half brown sugar in my cappuccino. I'm trying to cut it down with my sugar, but I cut it down with my coffee. But I think coffee is good for you, right? If it's a good real coffee, I believe it's good for you. Anyway, today my video is going to be about comparison of two palettes from Adept Cosmetics, and we have these two palettes, Ellement 115. The latest palette is a Gybor Choir, which I absolutely love it. I already did a dedicated video. I use creating 3 looks, so I'm going to include it in my description box. If you're interested, check it out. A really gorgeous look. Really advise to check and see. Maybe you will recreate, and I definitely told on my video that I'm going to recreate one look I create with this palette. It was so gorgeous. So we're going to compare these two palettes, and if you know, I just have these two palettes from this brand, and I was like, really, this is what you choose, and you have only 2 palettes from this brand? And when I looked like this, you know, close to each other, just beside each other, I was thinking, my goodness, this palette are close to each other, very pretty similar, like color story. But is it true? Are they really similar? Let's watch. Let's talk about these two palettes. Let's see what kind of shimmers this palette has, what kind of matte it has. Matte is easy, it's just one row, but shimmers, that's the most important part in this palette. I'm very curious even for myself to see what is really different with this palette, but I will tell you, I think they are different, but let's see more details. And also we're going to create a look using these two beautiful palettes, and at the end I'm going just to tell you what I think about this two palette. Maybe I have a preference, we will see. So, and if you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I am also a dance instructor who loves to dance and teach. And my channel, it's not just about, you know, makeup, colorful makeup with a new touch. It's also about skincare. I'm actually very excited and waiting for my skincare from Korea. Some stuff I ordered, I want to unpack with you and talk about it. Also, I do video about traveling. This is the most difficult actually video to put together, and I also do rating of restaurants wherever I travel, or here in Toronto in Canada. Also I do that, I have passion for it. And the last things I almost forgot what I do, it's creating a hairstyle, and I do it with my daughter. She has a very long hair, so we create already so many hairstyles, so please check it out. We have shorts and we have a long video. Purpose to do long video is actually, guys, for you to really have a real deal kind of, I call, because in the shorts it's look very easy, and it's seems to be you know, without any details. You will thinking, okay, let me do it, and a lot of times I'm sure you fail the style or whatever it is. So when you watch a longer video, we actually give you a real example or how to really step by step create the look. And even in our video we have to redo some parts or create out of this something like it's a more reality, I would say, than illusion with a short. But if you are busy and you have only literally 1 minute, you are welcome to check it out, the shorts. Actually, it's a lovely day today. I have a great you know, spirit, I would say. I'm so excited, and by the way, today is my dad's birthday. Maybe that's why my spirit is so high today, and the weather is amazing today. Like all week we have a worst weather ever, and today when I called my dad and saying happy birthday, I said, what's happened with the weather? It's because of your birthday? He's like, yes, of course. So I am very excited to do a video to see what's the difference. I'm really curious, to be honest. So let's start. Okay, I tried to fix my camera so you can see these two palettes. So this is the Ellement 115, the older palette, and this is the new palette, Gybor Choir. So this is how they look like, and we're going to do a swatches in a second. So let's talk about the mattes. As you see, this is the mattes of these two palettes, and on the new palette we have this shade which I absolutely loving it. We don't have any shades like that. Then we have this shade which is very similar to the older palette. We have this light shade, so we have two purple. Definitely we have to swatch them. They're pretty similar. I think they have a different undertone, but one is there here and the robotic fusion. And I'm going to swatch it right here, and definitely we have a difference, and difference is between obvious here. So this one is kind of more not blue, but it's darker one, and this is more to go to the pinkish with the pink undertone. So this is the difference. So they are not similar at all. So we're going to move on. We have a black, but this is not a black in the new palette, and we doesn't have anything like that. But then we have these similar colors. It's look pretty similar, but they are not similar. Older palette has darker undertone, and the newer palette, which is called 77, has a lighter undertone. But definitely we're going to swatch. So this is a new palette, as you dark blue, I would say, and Spaceman. So this is older, this is new. You see in my hand they're pretty similar, but this one has a darker undertone than this one, and that will look in your eyes kind of like a very dark blue, which this one it's also dark, but it's not as pigmented as this. It has a bluish, more kind of go to blue, and this still has a little bit a purple undertone. Here we have this burgundy, which we don't have in this palette, and we have a very light color over here, and we have in the oldest one a very bright color. As compared with the mattes, I would say the older palette has 4 brighter shades compared to the new palette, where they have more darker shades and maybe 2 of them as bright. Also, the old palette has this color, which is like turquoise color. We have nothing like this, and we have not even a light blue. Or the only similar color in mattes is this two, and the rest of the colors are really different. And the fun part, we're going to move on to shimmers and see what's the difference, what kind of texture they have compared to each other. Let's look at the shimmers and let's see if we really have any similar color, or we think it can be similar. So when I look at 2 of these color stories, I don't really see anything the same, but I think UAP, it's kind of reminds me this color, which is in the new one, is voltage violet. So let's swatch these 2 colors. This is the voltage. Look how vibrant is this color. I don't think they're similar, but let's see. So it's a shifting color, very like a vibrant, I would say, very like a neon-y, and is reflect with a lot of colors. It's UAP. It's old, and definitely it's a bit different, but the structure is the same, but the undertone is different. So this is have a bluish undertone compared to this, definitely a light undertone compared to this one. And I will swatch another color, so I'm going to just go and see what's the kind of similarity. We're going for this one, reverse engine. This is from the old palette, so look at this. Maybe this will remind more even the first one. No, it doesn't. It's actually, I would say, as vibrant as from the new palette, but it has a completely different undertone. It has, I can see in the camera even, it show like a lot of gold, I would say, and all different colors, even green, even purple, so everything basically. But the texture wise are all the same. I'm going to swatch another color, which I think is also kind of remind me of this, and it's going to be this color, which I absolutely love it from new palette. It's called digital harmony. So also soft, also very vibrant. Is this one? Is this one? No, it's not. That's why. And this is the color here. So this color, it's even softer than the other color and very kind of remind me of this color, which is also from new palette, but this color is reflected more with gold, with purple, and it's kind of similar with reflection with the, I would say, but they all smooth, but this one is super smooth, I would say. So I'm learning everything actually with you today when I'm talking about the shimmers, and I prefer a very smooth shimmer, to be honest, compare like with some rough one, which we're going to talk in a second. But this is what it is. I really adore all these 4 colors are gorgeous, and 2 of them from the older palette and 2 of them from the new palette. So it depends what is your preference, but really this from the old palette are also gorgeous. All kind of reflected with purple, pink and gold, so they have kind of the same color story. I just redid it because it's easy this way. This is from new palette and this is from old palette. I just did the same as I compare. So when we compare, it was good, but now it's better if you will see what is the new palette, what is the old palette. But this color doesn't show that much on the camera as it shows my fingers. One of my favorite colors because it's reflected so gorgeously. When I swatch it over here, it's actually show better. So sometimes I'm going to really tell you the, you know, how I feel and how I see the colors in real life when you swatch it, especially how it's look in your eyes. So this color is amazing. I'm going to move on, kind of the same color story, to swatch binary beads. Look at this. This is also smooth, the one I like. It's a bit different because it's a holochrome. Look at this vibrant color. This is actually a very gorgeous color. I really enjoy when I put it over the mat. It really stands out. Look how it's look on my finger, much better than on my hand, and it has all this kind of holochromes. This palette, the older palette, we don't have holochrome. That's the other things I want to mention. It was this color, weather balloon, and look how it is. It's definitely shimmers, and it's kind of more like a cold color, I would say, with more darker green, bluish undertone, gold. Also gorgeous, but it's nothing like that. Be aware what kind of shimmers you like. Like, I don't mind this holochrome, to be honest, because it's very soft, and definitely this one is pretty soft one as well from the old palette. Okay, let's go with the new palette. Something like that, which is not actually my favorite color from the new palette, is going to be called Pixelated Pulse. It's a holochrome, but it's a bit, it's not that rough when I swatch it on my fingers. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's not the one. Doesn't feel rough. I don't know, for some reason when I was doing a look, this color, it wasn't my favorite color. Like I'm talking about the texture, but now I'm swatching, it's pretty good. Look at this holographic effect as well. So it's more like a deeper blue compared to this holo. So this is from the new palette, obviously. For the side from the older palette, which absolutely my favorite color from this palette because it has this vibrant purple shimmer, which absolutely gorgeous. Again, as you see, I'm showing you the color story, and I think this color story, it's pretty like the same bluish, purplish, but it's not the same at the same time. So that's what I'm trying to say. A Mechanical Muse is this color, which is also holochrome. Look at this, beautiful, again, holochrome's colors, and it's pretty similar. That's what I was telling in my overview, that these 2 colors are pretty similar. Look how similar are they. So that's what I was saying. We don't really necessarily need this 2 color. I know this color, I'm going to swatch again, is a little bit darker. So you see what's the difference? It's like 1 tone darker, but really, do we need this 2? I don't think so. I wouldn't mind to put some, maybe another green or another pink undertone, something like that, but this is not necessary. So not Roswell, this color from the older shade, and look how deep and dark is that. It's just a shimmer. So look at this. So you see the older palette, I would say more drummer, and the new palette is more holochromatic, more reflecting, I would say. It's still, this one has the shimmers and reflection, but I feel this one give some of the shade, like this 3, give a more reflection with a different color. But this one is very gorgeous one, but it's almost transparent one. So far we don't have anything like this in the old palette, and I don't think we will have even. So UFO, which is blue. Look at this blue. So it's also soft, very nice, very reflecting. I would say it's just a very, very good metal color, but it has a lot of shimmers inside. For comparison with this UFO, I want to do with this blue, but this blue is my favorite from the new one. First of all, it's special color, so I'm not surprised. So it's called Cybernetic Spark, and this is, you have to be careful with the shade. It's very soft. Is when you use brush, you have to be really careful. So I'm going to just swatch it here, but on my fingers you can see 2 of them. So look how different it is. This is from new, this is from old. This is like a fire, I would say, and it's reflected, and this is more like a more basic shade, I would say. It's not basic, but this is definitely stands out. And this, look at this, how it's look like. Oh my god, this is a shade to die for. And that's what I'm saying. The new palette kind of give me a little bit more vibe, I would say, compared to the old one, but still old is beautiful as well. So whereas the old one is different between these two because it has a stripes. I don't know how I feel about stripes, just to use it as it is. I use it as each shade, so maybe it's a good idea, so you can have a more shades in the old palette. So like you have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades here and 5 here. So here we go, there's 10 shades. I know it's a difficult, but if you have a thin brush and you just go like that, you can actually use these colors. I try that way. So I'm going to go like this and swatch just the whole of it, like together, like is how it's supposed to be. And I have no idea how you're supposed to swatch that, but this is how it's going to look together. So I'm sure I do something not how it's supposed to be, but on the finger when I swatch, you see it's different, but when I do this, they kind of together. So basically you're going to have like a pinkish color, I would say. But again, like this green over here, I use it by itself. You see how nice is this green? Yeah, this is the one is underneath. It has like a special color, I would say. And the other one, oh, here, it's like a orangey color with pink. Is this color over here? This is the color. You see how gorgeous is this? Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So if you can use it by itself, you will have a lot of advantages of this color. Look at this. It's gorgeous. This is going to look together as well. So look at this color. This is how it's going to be together. Shifted light colors over here, if you can see it. But you can definitely see it on my finger. It's beautiful. You know what? It's going to be a good to use like this as a highlighter. Like, you know, different shades, kind of going to one to another shades. Beautiful. Actually, this is, maybe I'm going to use it today as a highlighters, and I'm going to show you how you can use it together. So this is the 2 stripes. So this is the Android Aura. Beautiful. Also has a lot of reflection, also holochromes. So we basically did all this. So Robo Rose is this beautiful color, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is my favorite one. And again, you see, it's look like it's transparent, but it's not. It's very vibrant. So if you compare to this one, it's color, and this one is, I would say, multi-chrome or duochrome, whatever you call it, but it's gorgeous. One of my favorite too. Simple video. And look at this beautiful color. Like, honestly, you can't say that the older palettes are not gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. It's not like a yellow like this one. It's a bit different. Compared to that yellow, it's look a bit orangey, I would say. And let's compare with that yellow. This yellow is a freaking fire for me. I absolutely adore. This is my favorite color. So it's something. It's Cyper Symphony. Also be careful with this color. Oh, I took a lot. That's what I was saying, and I was doing the same mistake. You have to be very gentle because they really like, you see, it's become like fleeky. So you have to make sure that you're gentle with this color because you can grab it a lot. Look at this color. Oh my God. This is so gorgeous. I mean, this too, it's die for it. Extraterrestrial from the old one is going to be this color, and you see it as a blue. I see it here as a green, so it's pretty reflected. So you see blue, green, amazing. So I'm going to swatch it over here. Look how gorgeous is this color. Look how gorgeous. It's like a turquoise even, so it's reflected with a turquoise, green and blue. So very reflected color, beautiful. So one shade from new palette, and it's called Laser Lights. I also love it. It's like more silver, and it's a very like metallic one, I would say. Look at this color. It has a little bit of bluish undertone, but really I would say almost nothing. Okay, I'm going to make a line over here. So this is where is the line dividing with the new and old palette. So, and I even put new and old, but it's not old, it's older palette. I would say the new palette has more vibrant colors, but the older color has some also great range of colors, and the mattes in the older palettes a bit lighter, I would say. So it depends what you like, but definitely new palette has a more special shades like holographic or whatever you call it, and all this like so vibrant and so gorgeous. Element 115 till that line, and then this one is new palette Gybor Choir. Holy moly, I would say. That was a work to do. But I'm so glad that I did, and I actually very glad that I show you what is these two different palettes have similarity and what is the different. And now it's a fun part. Let's create a look with these two beautiful palettes. Before we're going to create the look, I'm going to quickly show you what I used today. I used today this beautiful blush from LYS, Love Yourself, as I told you, mentioned before what it stands for. So my color is a bubbly, that's what it is, and I told you I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it, not that intense. So this is how it is, absolutely gorgeous. Then I put on top a little bit of other blush from ColourPop, and this is called Sweetheart. It's very light, I would say pink. This is how it is. This is how this color look. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I use for my lips from Morphe liner, and this color is Lavender Haze. Then I went with this lipstick. This is from Fenty Beauty. A very comfortable lipstick. This is the color. It's called Ballerina, I think. Let me check again. Look at this. Very gorgeous. It's like a very nice, light pink. You know me and pink. Ballerina Blackout. That's the name. And then I put a little bit on top from a Tartar Maracuja Juicy Lip Plum. And my color is Puppy. And I told you, you can, it's even pink. It's not the color. The color is this. So I just tap like this. in the middle to create more gloss, and that's what I use basically. So as I told you, Element 115 has a lighter mattes, and I'm looking forward to use mattes from here. For example, this a lighter one with the other one purple, and I like this color as well, but I want to incorporate the yellow one. You know, yellow is such a gorgeous color, and as I did yellow at the beginning, which I absolutely love in it, so I want to do something different. So from the new palette, I'm going to use yellow, but I'm going to place it in the middle like that. So we're going, I did already primer. This color, you need to build it up. It's not like it's not visible, it's really visible, but you need to build it up. And I want to go above like that, so you can still see this color. Have no idea what I'm doing. I always do that. I don't know till I'm just starting create, and my creation will bring me somewhere. I hope somewhere good. Somewhere very good. Back enough. I'm going to do one eye, and the other eye I'm going to do out of camera, and also I will do it for my shorts. So if you don't want to watch all video, you can definitely will go, if you're interested just with the swatches, what I think about it. I'm going to put a timetable for this video, so you can just go and see what you like to see, or you can go to the shorts. Everything will be in my description box. Also, I did 3 looks, or I think 3 looks I did with older palette. I'm going to also put the link how I create that look, and also I put the link how I create with the new palette. So everything, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you will see it in my description box. Then I'm going to go with this color. So so far we're using just the new palette. You know me, I'm changing my mind all the time. So I don't know if it's enough packing this color, but I want to pack another color as well. So we're going to go with older palette, and I'm going to use this color, which is lighter one. I'm going to go right here to have another reflection. So now you can see how the mattes are behave and what color of the mattes. And that's what I was telling you, that the older palette has some nice mattes as well, which I absolutely love in it. So it's very difficult to say which palette is good, but I will tell you at the end of my video, so keep watching. Now I'm going to use this one, which very light as well. That's what I like about this palette here, and I'm going to use it at the beginning of my eye, since we can't use the yellow one, which is ideally for beginning of your eye. I'm going to use this one, even it's a bit dark, I would say, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix with this one and just put it on my corner like that. Okay, we have like a rainbow now. Just was so excited with the colors. Okay, I think that's it. Now, do I want to be a clown today? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to be a clown. So you see, this is an older palette, and it says this shade. And I think it's a gorgeous shade, this one. So we can use on top of this that beautiful blue color from the new palette. So let's see. I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to put it as my low one. Put it like that. But at the same time, I want to go ahead and maybe grab from the new palette matte. I hope you are following me. This darker shade a bit, and just put it like this on my corner. No, I'm going to go with this color because I barely see it, and I'm just going to bring it alive, kind of thing. Just blend it very well. I'm going to grab this yellow color to put it in the middle. Be careful with this color, be very gentle. Ooh! Be very gentle. So look how much I grab, and I'm going to spray it. So, and we're going to put it in the middle. You know what? Why I am make myself so complicated when I can do it just with my finger. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then use the brush. Honestly, these colors, you have to use your finger. That's the best of the best way to do it. Then you grab your brush and you just spread the way you want it. I know. Let me do the one I spray. This is going to be better. Okay, now I'm going to go, as I told you, with this blue. Yeah, let's go. Also be very gentle with this color. This color is also like a musical instrument. You have to be very gentle with it. And I'm going to go put it on my low lash. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see this gorgeousness? I'm telling you, I'm going to be a happy clown today. But it's okay, because I love it. Like that. Now, I'm closing the new palette, which is very tempted. And I'm going to go with the older palette, Element 115. And from this palette, I'm going to use this beautiful, gorgeous shade, which is called S4 Test Side. It's a beautiful purple. And I'm going to place it over here. I know we have a kind of different shades over there, so it's going to reflect with a different undertone underneath, because we have different undertone there. This is gorgeous too. Everything is so gorgeous. I don't know. Help, send help. I'm going to go with this color, which called a Reverse Engine, which is kind of like I would say, I don't know what to say, silverish, but with beautiful undertone, purplish, I would say. So uncomfortable when you have nails, and I see I already screwed up. Everything we can fix. I see I screwed up here. No problem. No problemo. Okay, I'm going to go with the same color. I just want to enhance a bit. I'm going to grab. Okay, that's how I'm going to show you how I use this color. So this stripe, you see the pink one? I'm going to grab this pink one. Ugh. I'm going to spray this one, and I'm going to put it at the beginning. You see this color? That's how I told you. Use a stripes, just a stripe. I'm going to come back to that pink. Don't use it together. I'm not advised. This is better. Only we can do it for a highlights. I will do experiment. I told you I want to do it. And like that. And now for this transition, you see this color? I told you it's phenomenal. I'm going to grab this color, and I'm just going to put it over here as a transition color. Makes sense? I think I use everything what possibly I can today, honestly. Look at this. I think it's gorgeous. What do you think? I hope I will follow the other eye and I remember what I did. So let me finish everything, and we will going to see their look using two beautiful palettes. Okay, this is my final look using two palettes from Adept Cosmetic, Elements 115 and Gybor Choir. So look at this shifts. Look at this. So what I use today two liners from LA Girl, and two colors. One of those, one colors is Agotcha, and the other one is Fresh. So I mix them up. First I put this color, then I was like, I don't think so, it's not enough bright, so I put over this one. So I mix it up and I create kind of greenish, like my dress more, because I want to throw that color as well. Let's actually do the highlighter. I told you this one is gorgeous together. I'm going to grab it like this, like that, kind of mix it up, and I'm going to put it here. Ooh, look at this. Wow, gorgeous. And again, I'm going to mix it up and put it here. And so for my nose, Look at this. Is it gorgeous? I think it is gorgeous. So you can definitely use it as a highlighter. And I grab really little bit. I didn't even spray. So that's the one I use. If you want to avoid the blue one, you can avoid, but I think it's give you this a bit reflection, which is also gorgeous. I use my favorite mascara for now. It's from L'Oreal Panorama. I told you finally I find the affordable mascara from Shoppers Drug Mart. So I'm going to spray with Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. And I told you I like e.l.f. more because it has a sense of coconut. But this is also good. Everybody Let's talk about these two beautiful palettes, and I guess you know which is my favorite one. So if we talk about the Element 115, its cost first of all 101 Canadian dollars. Compared with the Gybor Choir palette, its cost 123 Canadian dollars, which make this palette a bit, you know, $22 different, which is not a big deal. And I agree, this palette has more special colors than this one. If I have to choose which palette I like, obviously I'm going to choose the latest palette because I like this vibrant colors, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm talking about these three colors over here, absolutely out of this world. And I like this color as well. I love just this color story. And about this palette, I like that they have a bright mattes, a lighter mattes. And I like, actually, I was at the beginning, didn't like that they have the stripes, but if you think about it, this stripes is a 5 colors each. So here we go, we have kind of 10 different colors. And the reason I like them, when I use separate, these colors are gorgeous and amazing. They have a great shift. So if you think about it, you have another 10 colors, and you can use them separately. You just need to use a very thin brush, as I show you today. And even this color, you can use a highlighter, I show you today. So it has some also pluses. And obviously this color, I absolutely adore this purple one. And even this green is nice, and one of this color is beautiful. So it has also their own color story. And that's the reason why I did today this video, to show you in detail how each color look like and how each color story of different palette look like. And this is for you to decide which color story you like, what you prefer, because we all different. I like this, but maybe you like this color story more than this one. Maybe you don't like that very bright shimmers. You know, we all different. And what else I can say about this palette? I think they're gorgeous. I think they have their own pluses and minuses, as I told you today. But still, my heart goes for this first, and then second is this. Please let me know which is your favorite palette, if by any chance you have 2 of them. If you don't have 2 of them, do you have 1 of them? Do you like it? Do you think it's worth the money? Let me know your opinion, and also let me know if you want me to create more looks using 2 palettes or separate. Let me know. There is another news I almost forget. Adept Cosmetic already announced a new palette which called Amy Loves Eyeshadow Palette. It's cost 108 Canadian dollars. Also, she released another small palette which include 2 blushes and 2 highlighter. It's more for, I would say, neutral people who loves neutral colors with a little bit of hint of colors. It has a lot of kind of brownish, grayish, and a little bit of hint of pink and blue, I would say. Beautiful. Congratulations. I wish you all the best. But I don't think I'm going to purchase this palette because this color story is really, honestly, not for me. But it's gorgeous. But the highlighters and blushes, I think they are gorgeous. It has a beautiful pink and kind of like I would say muted, like red with I don't know what color is that, beautiful color. And it has two highlighters, one of them more like a silverish, pinkish, and another one more pink one undertone. Beautiful. And a blush palette is 53 Canadian dollars. So congratulations again. And I think that's it. I think I talk about everything today, and I hope this detailed video will help you to see the difference between two palettes, and I think they have a big difference between these two palettes. And today I by myself realized that, and I actually today have a lot of information for myself to find out what's the difference between the two palettes, and I hope it's going to be useful for you as well. So please don't forget like and subscribe if you like this video, and I see you soon with more videos, with more releases, with more makeup, hairstyle, traveling, you name it. Thank you very much. Пока-пока. Have a wonderful and beautiful day. Depends where you are. Bye.